report this. For something to work for the composite function, it's going to have to work for that innermost guy first. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say here is for f of g of x to accept an x value. For that to happen, for f of g of x to accept an x value, a couple of things have to happen. G of x has to take it. If g of x has a problem with what you're giving it, then it's never going to get any further. It's never going to get any further. Imagine you're trying to get into some club and you get to the first door, the main entrance. Okay? You're never going to get into that club unless the guy at the main entrance lets you in. That's what g of x is, the guy at the main entrance. So you get into the main entrance. And now inside the club there's this private party. And then you want to get into that private party. Okay, well now you got to pass another doorman. And that's what the other function is your other doorman. So first you have to get in. Okay, and then you have to be able to get to the next doorman. But before it gets to that next doorman in the function though, g of x does something to it. Right? He alters it. Perhaps the guy at the front door says, you know what, you got to have a tie on. So here, put this tie on. Can't come into the club unless you have a tie on. Or your jacket, it's not buttoned. You better button your jacket before you come in. Go down the street, get your shoes shined. We're not going to let you in. Right? G's going to do something to that object that may change the way it looks. Okay. So then f of x must accept what g passes to it. F of x may have been willing to take whatever it got first, whatever was originally coming in, but g has changed it in some way. And now f's going to say, hey, I'm not going to take it unless certain conditions are met. So those are the things we have to look at when we look at domain. Now, more formally, what this means is this. X must be in the domain of G. In other words, it has to be something that G is going to take. If G doesn't take it, then all bets are off. You can't do anything more. Now, once G takes the object, he's going to do something to it. And it's no longer X anymore. It's some new thing. So X must be in the domain of G, and whatever G does to it must be in the domain of F. If either one of those conditions is violated, then you're not going to get a result. You're not going to get an answer. If he doesn't get past the first guy, he's never going to get to his goal. If once the first guy has done something to it, then if it's something that the second guy doesn't like, then tough luck. It's never going to get there.